Managing to score 6 points and allowing Nueva Ecija to score 24 of their own.
24-6, so that's an 18-point turnaround. As we begin the second half, JC and JV Marcelino on the floor. Robbie Celis and Toto Villarias together with Will Macaloni. Toto will miss this time. Robbie Celis first to the loose ball. Celis diving for the loose ball. Nabigay kay JV Marcelino. The pass, the block, the follow-up. Gabat holding on. Kanyang mukha. Natamaan siya ni Will Macaloni. Unintentional though.
This was the pass to Macaloni.
It's a great block kay James Sena.
You know, pababa. Yeah, definitely not intentional.
He was in the way. And siyempre yung momentum ni Will Macaloni, hindi niya makontrol doon.
Yeah, that was an inadvertent hit to the face by Macaloni on Reg Gabat. Reg Gabat so far the leading scorer right now para sa Zamboanga. But like we talked about off-air, Sidel, he's minus 12 right now in that first half, despite having 10 points.
And Salim, 4-3. It's a big shot galing kay Med Salim.
Well, now is the most important time for the other guys to step in and produce para sa Zamboanga.
JC Marcelino with a drive and the bucket. Bucket para kay...
When he turns that corner going to the left side and he's going downhill, he's pretty hard to stop if you don't stop him midway through his tracks.
Finger roll missed by Reg Gabat. Here comes JC again. Hang time, won't go. Salim taps it to Sumang. Reg loses the handle. Another turnover. Macaloni shoots over Sena. A foul on James Sena. Macaloni with 2 free throws coming up.
He was hell-bent there to really try and get something going without the defense being set yet. Ito si Will Macaloni.
Misses the free throw. He had 12 points on 3 of 3 field goals against Pampanga. 6 of 6 at the line. Missed his first here. Will Macaloni. Second as well doesn't go in. And last touch ni JV Marcelino.
65.2% free throw shooter this year. Ito si Will Macaloni is the 3rd leading scorer for Nueva Ecija this season, behind JC Marcelino and Rob Celis.
Sena. It's Will Macaloni. Sena with a fadeaway. Good. And James Sena, I think nag-aabot to sa PBA. Parehong kupunan. Itong si Will Macaloni and James Sena.
Blackwater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
45-36. JC with a jumper. That won't go. Salim is ahead of the pack. And Salim for 2. Made an impact here. 5 points para kay Med Salim. And it's down to 7 ang lamang ng Nueva Ecija.
If you're Zamboanga, you definitely love that JC Marcelino will be settling for those pull-up shots from mid-range rather than catch-and-shoot opportunities or something going downhill. That misled to that basket by Med Salim, but they give up another basket here.
So Robbie Celis again. Sena. Macaloni. Little shake and bake there. Nagagawa ng dalawang magkakampi. The 3 from Sena. It's short. Rebound, JV Marcelino. 3 on 2. JV, JC, back to JV. Perfect fast break para sa Nueva Ecija.
How long have they been doing that? The twins, the Wonder Twins. Twin Turbo, ika nga.
Sumang, that's his first basket of the game. 3-pointer para kay Roy Sumang to trim the deficit to 8. JV. Now they go back to Robbie Celis. Marcelino, Macaloni. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Toto, that's a three. And what a time for Toto Villarreal to rediscover his touch from beyond the arc. 52-41.
That time, the double came to Robbie Celis. He kicked it out, which forced the reversal for Nueva Ecija compared to those instances in the second quarter where Celis settled for the quick pass which led to made baskets. This time, it needed the ball reversal to the other side to set up Villarreal for that three-pointer.
Bilis ng bawi ni Roy Sumang. Robbie, 10 seconds. 8 seconds, a shot clock. JC, jumper, won't go. Will, blocked by Chino Mosqueda. Reg Gabat. Sumang at the controls against JV Marcelino. Roy with a jumper off the mark. Celis is whistled for the loose ball foul. This is the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig. Free installation for split type air conditioners.
Ball passed around like it's ping pong there between the two twins. Ending up in that basket for JC.
Meanwhile, let's go to Mika Abisamis.
How are the Twins doing? Unahin muna natin si JV, who was now tasked to be the #1 point guard of Nueva Ecija on some occasions. Sabi niya, di ako sanay eh. Dati kasi si JC talaga ang point, ako ang dos. But he is now in the process of learning to be Mr. Orchestrator for the Rice Vanguards. Sabi niya, bakit ka naman hindi gaganahan? Papasa ka na lang kay Ayaay pa, Wilson, Villarreal, tapos si JC pa. Para naman dito kay JC, he is feeling a little emotional going against his former team, although it's a much different one. Yung marinig lang daw niya yung word na Zamboanga, dami nang bumabalik na memories. Isa na daw yung bonding nila ni Choi Ignacio. At yung pagkain nila sa mga seafood restaurant sa Zamboanga. Biro naman ni Choi, dumadami nagpapapicture sa akin. Nung umalis na sila, dyan na lang sila. Sa Delph, Javi.
Thank you so much, Mika. And nag-agaw pa ng spotlight itong mga Marcelino twins sa kay Choi Ignacio.
Kasi naman si Choi Ignacio, ang Kobe Bryant ng
He
Zamboanga.
is the real star of Zamboanga. Reg Gabat with the answer. But Toto Villarreal has put together a really strong game. 12 points para kay Toto. 13 rather. Apat na tres na yun para kay Toto.
The timing of his shots also have each come at the time where Zamboanga has threatened to spark a run.
That's a missed three. Galing kay Marcelino.
That's the ball.
Travel. That, of course, spending 3 seasons with Zamboanga. That's JV to Toto Villarreal. 3-point shot is brought to the Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Certainly, may emotional attachment ka sa bayan ng Zamboanga, syempre.
Oh, syempre, you spent your best years there. Talking about the former MVP, JC Marcelino.
And JV, look at Reg Gabat. Hindi niya nakuha ang offensive rebound doon. Celis. Against Kalisay now with Toto Villarreal. Celis wants it against Kawilan. Back to Toto. Another three. No good. Rebound Kalisay. 55-48. Zamboanga hanging in there. Kawilan to Gabat. Open. No.
That three-point shot has not been falling for Zamboanga ever since that strong start in that first quarter.
Well, Reg Gabat actually, may isa na siya dito sa third, but yun nga, kumonte yung kanilang conversions from beyond the arc.
O dahil ng first quarter sa Delph, nakalima sila and they were 5 out of 10.
And Gabat forced the issue there. There was an open man dun sa kaliwa niya. But here's Celis. Macaloni, yes! And Gabat, tinamaan siya sa ulo ng kanyang kakampi.
He's taken some punishment in this game.
Had a strong first quarter. Ichi nearly lost it. Kalisay, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kawilan, unable to convert from beyond the arc. Rebound, Kenneth Mocon. The 4 players set to check in. Manaytay, Hamito, Wilson, and Robles. Short on the three, Mocon. Una with the rebound. Are pushing. They go to the other side. Altamirano, a three. A foul on Mocon.
That's definitely a poor foul on Kenneth Mocon.
Will it be a challenge for Kenneth and Nueva Ecija?
I don't think Coach Don Dulay will try and challenge that call. See here, there was contact on the
wrist.
shooting hand, yeah.
On the wrist.
That altered the trajectory of the ball.
Altamirano knocks down the first free throw. Remarkable comeback para kay Ichi Altamirano. Went down early last season in the first game when he was still playing for Quezon City, and then made it back late in the season.
Yeah, actually.
Recovered, and then he was far from his best shape, pero he was really aching to play, Javi, and alam mong gusto niya makalaro, gusto niya maramdaman ang experience na, you know, on an MPBL game, and Coach Ege allowed that to happen, and then you know, he's come back stronger this season now with Zamboanga, and looks like he's in great shape.
You know, credit to him that he didn't really overdo his comeback last year. Obviously, when you've been away from the game for a long time, there's really that big excitement inside of you that you want to fulfill. Pero buti na lang hindi niya talaga in-overdo because there could have been a risk of re-injuring that knee.
And actually, you know, he also took a lot of took the opportunity to play a lot of you know, pickup games.
Yeah.
Nung pabalik pala siya as JP Kawilan hits from deep, and it's down to 4. The lead of Nueva Ecija here in the third. Minute and 40 remaining. The Sikat able to claw their way back. And Kawila knocks down the 3. Ang pagbalik na kanilang 3-point shot also propelling them to within 4 of Nueva Ecija. Timeout muna tayo. Minute and 40
Malamig dito. Naka-jacket na nga kami pareho eh.
Mainit lang yung laban.
Mainit yung laban. Definitely.
4-point game. Minute and a half remaining. You're still with us. They have Tupas, Javi Palanya, and of course Mika Abisamis, who will be making the trip to Abra together with Ken Pangilinan and Mike Perez.
Her first Abra experience.
No eh.
Ay, di ba?
Kasama ko yan sa first ever game in Abra.
So second.
So second. Ano yun? Grabe yung ano doon. Grabe yung reaction nung nag-opening si Mika nung ano. Nung unang laro doon. LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Ano yun bukas. Malamang mag-iikot yun sa Abra.
For sure.
She
will take the
gagawa
opportunity.
ng report. Parang tumingin dito sa atin. Parang ano eh.
Nobody does it better.
6-point game. 59-53. Kawilan feeling it. No good. Kalisay offensive rebound. No go. Kalisay keeps it alive. It's off Hamito.
A heads-up play there by Kalisay. And what about the effort to really jump for that loose ball? Ito si Kalisay. Multiple second jumps. But is this Manaytay on that sideline?
Yeah.
Now holding on to his left ankle.
And they might need to replace him.
Yeah. This is definitely going to be a mandatory sub.
It's MJ Ayay, who's been called by Coach Don Dulay. Manaytay is in pain.
Yeah,
At
it
the
doesn't
moment.
look like he can get up by himself.
Ano natin yung nangyari dito?
He
Ooh,
rolled his
twisted.
ankle, yeah.
Rolled his ankle while challenging for that shot. And MJ Ayay has to come in. Not a good sign here, but hopefully I'll recover to see Christian Manaytay.
That's really a sharp pain on the first impact. Hoping for the best for Christian Manaytay.
Hoping for the best for Abdul Sawat as well na
Yeah.
makabalik siya para dito sa Zamboanga soon. He's missing this game. Mike Are, they go to Kalisay. Great defense by Mocon, able to give it up in time. Kalisay fires, no good. Agawan sa rebound, Una has it. Kawilan for three. No, Kalisay crashing the offensive glass. And that's a foul against Kalisay. And Coach Egay not happy with the call. And Coach Bong also questioning the call. Nonetheless, it will stand.
Well, from where we're sitting at, it doesn't look like he made any contact. He was just really trying to jump for that loose ball. Just the same that he did a couple of possessions ago.
It could have gone either way there, that call. 59-53. Under a minute to play here in the third. Robles loses his footing. Nakuha ni Wilson ang bola. There's a double team. Bigay kay Billy Robles now against Una. Kalisay and Hamito matched up. Nabagsakan si Kalisay. And will they make a call here? The call on the floor was a double foul. And ito yun. Both players hanging on to each other. Ayaw magbigayan na pwesto. And then Hamito goes down and then there.
Well, that could be a case for second motion. Let's see how our referees see it.
Hamito and then Kalisay and an unsportsmanlike foul on Jammer Hamito.
That's a big call.
For, I'm sure, excessive hard contact.
Yeah. Now, excessive hard contact, doesn't have to be intentional. It can be incidental.
Upon review, it is a double foul between number 1, Jammer Hamito, and number 22, Arthur Kalisay. Unsportsmanlike foul on number 1, Jammer Hamito is second
being
foul.
shown here on the big screen dito sa ating venue.
Yeah, second motion. There. We gave Jammer Hamito the benefit of the doubt.
We tried our best
We
to.
tried our best.
Our referees thinking otherwise. This could be a momentum shifter para sa Zamboanga.
Kalisay at the line. Could not convert on the first.
Both teams struggling from the free throw line tonight. Zamboanga is 4 out of 8. Nueva Ecija 7 out of 16.
1 for 2 for Kalisay. 59-54. Bola pa ng Zamboanga dito. 41.9 seconds remaining. They will have the ball to start the fourth. So, should be interesting how they finish the third period. Una up against Hamito. Altamirano drop pass to Una. James Una with a finish.
Patience being shown by the young guys there. Two-man game between Ichi Altamirano and James Una. Altamirano actually could have gone for the shot himself but decided to go for the higher percentage look to James Una.
Wilson, hang time, no call. Una with some rim protection there para sa Zamboanga. A chance to tie with a 3 for the Sikat. 15 seconds remaining in the third. Altamirano hit a three-pointer at the buzzer earlier. He'll drive. Oh, masyado malakas ang pasa.
Miscommunication between the two guards there.
6 seconds remaining. Assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Feel more game with 1xBet. Robles will drive. Robles will score. Just in the nick of time, Nueva Ecija with a final say in this thrilling third period. The in and out dribble, the bump, and the Ilonggo Superman getting the roll at the buzzer.
Well, James Una didn't bother to really go. Zamboanga naman ngayon ang lumalaban to cut this lead down to just 5 entering the final frame.
Buti na lang, sanay ka na.
Di, masanay ka na.
Sanay na tayo. Tayo.
Ay, yan, tayo na lang.
Altamirano, Sumang, Kawilan, Una, and Mosqueda ang 5 for Zamboanga to begin the 4th period. Ayaay, Robles, Wilson, Hamito, and Mocon para sa Nueva Ecija. Kawilan gets deep, and that is a turnover for Zamboanga to start the 4th.
You see how both teams have each reached the 20-point mark twice in this game, save for 1 quarter each.
That's 16 turnovers for Zamboanga. Too many if you go up against Nueva Ecija. Robles, that's a tight pass. Sumang on the move. Roy, Kawilan, Ichi fires and hits. Lead is down to 2.
That also was one of the stark differences in that second quarter when Zamboanga was able to force turnovers. The few that they forced on Nueva Ecija, hindi nila naigawang i-convert sa puntos. But right now in the second half, it has changed a bit, and especially in that last possessor, they were able to make a 3 courtesy of Itzi Altamirano. But the answer here by John Wilson.
Catch and shoot para kay John Wilson, the former MVP, to make it to a 5-point advantage. Ichi! That's a 3 again.
Oh my, right between the eyes, hand up, no problem para kay Itzi Altamirano.
He's been big time in the last 2 games. Ichi Altamirano against Batangas City, and now doing it tonight against the league leaders, Nueva Ecija. Mocon looking for Jammer deep in the paint. Ayaay, ball movement. Wilson, too strong on the 3. Zamboanga with possession, chance to tie or take the lead. Sumang for the lead.
Oh!
It's good. Zamboanga ahead 65-64.
What a gutsy 3 by Zamboanga there. Roy Sumang, instead of going back to the hot hand, took the shot for himself. I can do this as well.
Robles to Wilson. Loses the ball.
No, it's a kick against John Wilson.
And Altamirano trying to shake this off. But what guts to take this one. And is there no one else in that Zamboanga team na may audacity to do that? Roy Sumang lang. And probably Ichi Altamirano.
Tama ka dyan. And both of them have each been instrumental in Zamboanga reclaiming the lead. You see here the 3-point numbers, 12 out of 32 for Zamboanga, while Nueva Ecija is shooting 9 out of 27. That's 52%. That's 37% compared to 32%.
Oh,
my
Roy
goodness.
Sumang! Super Sumang taking over here in the 4th. It's a 4-point lead. Will Macaloni is fouled and he'll be sent to the line. But Roy Sumang feeling it.
Mismatch here.
Oh, wala. Walang magawa dun si Roy. Si Will.
He loved that. He loved that he saw that it was Will Macaloni right in front of him. He said, why not go for another 3-point shot?
Will Macaloni gets the first one to drop, but ibang klase itong Zamboanga. Just when we thought, that Nueva Ecija was giving it to them. Now, honestly, Javi, regardless of what happens in this game,
Oh yeah,
regardless,
we've seen one of the more classic matches all time.
regardless of what happens, I feel that this is a big step for Zamboanga, but Roy Sumang, that's turnover number 17? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17. Turnover number 17 for Zamboanga.
And those turnovers have really hurt them in this game. You see here,
the back.
Sumang stepping on that midline.
JV Marcelino, 68-66. MJ Ayaay. Rice Vanguards reclaim the lead.
And that's the huge problem when you're turning the ball over against Nueva Ecija, they know how to make you pay.
It's 69-68. JV Marcelino. And playmaking para dito sa Nueva Ecija, and MJI knocking down the three. Contest by this young and fearless Zamboanga Sikat family's brand sardines. It's a 1-point lead for Nueva Ecija with under 7 minutes to play.
Yeah, check this, Adel. This is how Nueva Ecija has been so dominant this season. 9 of their 14 wins have been by 10 points or more. And 5 out of those 9 wins have come against Pasay, Mindoro, Caloocan, San Juan, and Batangas. Playoff teams.
Absolutely, and Robbie Celis was asking for a foul. I thought he was fouled, honestly. Pero just out of bounds. Namaan siya sa likod ni Una. A baseline inbound para dito sa Zamboanga Sikat.
You feel like the atmosphere that we're playing with right now, you feel like we're already down to the last 2 minutes, pero ang dami pang oras dito. 6 minutes and 33 remaining in this game.
Just a quick breather para kay H.E. Altamirano. Balik siya kaagad in place of Chino Mosqueda. Sumang up against JV Marcelino. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Sumang is fouled. He's taken over this ball game. Super Sumang. And this was once his home, Nueva Ecija.
He may have taken the back seat to the younger guys for majority of this season, but in big games, he's still not afraid to take back the spotlight.
And Mika Abisamis has a report.
You talked about Super Sumang, no, kayong dalawa. As you can see, all pumped up going against his former team. His first ever team at that was immediately the main point guard in 2023 when Hasan Gabo went to the PBA. Besides this, sabi niya, Mika, aminin ko, no, hindi buo ang tiwala ko sa team namin nung nagsisimula kami. To him, he was actually going through a humbling experience at that point. But today, it has changed completely. He is treating this team with much more respect to the point na he is actually passing the ball more than ever sa career niya. Tiwalang-tiwala na ako sa teammates ko. Roy Sumang 2.0, ladies and gentlemen. Sadel, happy.
An amazing transformation from Roy Sumang as a foul is whistled on Altamirano on MJ Ayay taking the three, but babalikan natin yan. Pag-uusapan natin yan si Roy Sumang because yes, that's a foul.
Contact downstairs. You see there, you know, yung pag-landing niya before he landed, there was contact with the lower extremity of MJ Ayay.
Kuhang-kuha ni Mika yung yung mga iniisip ng mga player lagi And that's really
spot on.
A big admission. You know, respect to Roy Sumang for admitting that hindi buo ang loob niya sa team niya at the start of the season. His free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, a subok at kompleto appliances brand ng Pilipinas. And that's, pag inamin mo kasi yan, iba na yan eh. Parang, okay, you know, hindi ako naniniwala at first. But now that we're here and we're, you know, siguro sasamahan nila the past 3 months working together, going through a few, you know, tough times in the games. And, you know, seeing, actually, siguro, yung tiwala din ng mga kakampi niya sa kanya, respeto. Now, he's full on. Roy Sumang dito sa team na to.
And Sadel, that just is what separates the good players from the great ones. The ability to accept these kinds of situations and the ability to reinvent yourself. But here we are seeing flashes of what we're used to seeing from Super Sumang.
72-70. Roy Sumang torching his former team right on their home floor. 3 triples here in the fourth. 15 points, Roy Sumang. And it's a turnover for Nueva Ecija. What a performance, Javi. Here in the fourth.
Another go-ahead basket para dito kay Super Sumang. Isolation, top of the circle, hand in the face, no problem for Roy Sumang.
Nothing but net as well. Gabat, 3. No.
Oh, that's
Una.
off Macaloni.
And Macaloni battling for the rebound, and that's last touch on Will Macaloni. This Zamboanga team giving Nueva Ecija all that they can handle tonight. Top of the South meets the top of the North. Altamirano could not convert. Marcelino with a rebound. And Nueva Ecija trying to take this lead back from Zamboanga. JV pulls up, banks it in for 2. We're tied.
Well, he took the gamble there. That's what the defense was giving him. Defense went under, decided to rise up for the jumper.
Now they're doubling Sumang. Now a foul on Una. He was forced to give it up. Ito si Roy Sumang in Kawilan, able to find Una. Napituan ng foul si JC Marcelino there, Javi.
Well, now that they're doubling Roy Sumang, this gets even more interesting because this will force even more defensive rotations for Nueva Ecija. So what poison are they picking here?
That's the 4th foul on JC Marcelino as well. That's a big call. Sumang drives against Celis. The baseline is shut. Gabat has it. Jumper from Reg, no good. JC Marcelino able to corral that rebound. Altamirano with the steal. Gabat on the move.
No numbers for Zamboanga.
Tied game at 72. A little over 4 minutes to play here in Palayan City. Sumang, well defended by JV. Ichi, 8 seconds to work with. He falls down. Una drives. Una, no. Gabat has to shoot. Shot clock expires. And bola ng Nueva Ecija.
Lots of contact happening in that last instance. Coach Egay asking for a review. Itzi Altamirano is still down.
Kanina, I thought okay lang that they were letting them play. There was a lot of contact, but I thought Nueva Ecija was playing great defense there on that possession.
They were moving their feet, really trying hard to keep in step with each. Yeah, I think they're gonna try and repeat that replay on the big screen.
Oh, meron din tayo, Javi. Ito yung nangyari dito. Right there, Altamirano falls down.
Watch Robbie Celis there.
And that's,
Celis goes down.
oh, yung pick ni Altamirano on the drive from Una.
And watch as he goes up. There you go. Elbow to the neck.
That was clear as day, though.
Yeah.
Medyo natagalan ng review natin, ha?
Substitution.
And they were checking, siguro, if it was just a normal foul or that upgrade.
Clearly, it was definitely the right call made.
Altamirano at the line, leading all scorers, 17 in the game. Short on the first, 6 of 12 for Ichi, for the Zamboanga. Sikat, make that 7 of 13.
Altamirano also one of those guards who do have a low free throw percentage this season, only averaging 45.2% from the charity stripe.
Altamirano drives at Marcelino. The kick out to Gabat. A three! Big time shot! Reg Gabat. 15 points. The trio of Gabat, Sumang, and Altamirano doing heavy damage on Nueva Ecija here.
Zamboanga was limited to just 8 3-point makes against Batangas. Here tonight, the Sika. Oh! Macaloni there with that and one opportunity.
Will Macaloni tracking down itong mintis ni Toto Villarreas. Bunch of champions there on the side of Nueva Ecija. They refuse to lose here. 3:33 left. Will Macaloni nasa linya. 11 points, 4 rebounds so far for Macaloni. He completes the three-point play, and it's a one-point game. 76-75. Sumang. There's a double team. Una inside. Basket and one. What a response from these young guys. Ibang klase. Itong poise and composure nitong mga bata ng Zamboanga, Javi.
But look who made the pass, Sedelf.
Roy Sumang for our assist to the game, brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Una trying to complete a three-point play. No good. And Robbie Celis with his 10th rebound of the game to go with his 6 points and 5 assists.
Sumang with 6 assists in this game. None bigger than that last delivery to James Una. Oh, here. What about JV Marcelino really embracing the facilitator role that's been given to him by Coach Don Dulay. Now the main point guard of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards, making big plays down the stretch.
Now tasked to guard Roy Sumang, most dangerous player for Zamboanga in this fourth quarter. There's a double foul on Kawilan and JV Marcelino. This is the play of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
14 foul for Zamboanga Sikat.
That's a trademark play by the Twins.
7 seconds
Minsan
on the
alley-oop
shot
pa nga yan.
clock, 7 seconds to shoot.
Always a delight to watch them in the open floor.
Tamirano. It's JC Marcelino. Ichi will run out of time. It's a shot clock violation.
4-7 shot clock violation.
Nobody there telling Ichi Tamirano to take the shot already.
JC Marcelino hung tough there. Remember, he's playing with 4 personal fouls here.
19 turnovers for Zamboanga, 8 points off the 13 turnovers of Nueva Ecija. A foul on JP Kawilan, I believe. And Robbie Celis is going to the free throw line for 2. Is it Roy Sumang?
No, it's JP Kawilan. Kawilan will pick up his 3rd.
2:28 remaining. Tied game at 78. Was Bon Cuevas. Was Ivan Cuevas there of Nueva Ecija.
Celis has been forced out of the scene. He hasn't been getting the usual touches that we've been seeing in the past close games of Nueva Ecija.
JC Marcelino with a rebound, taken away by Ichi Altamirano. Ichi drives, no! Rebound fought for. Una is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
This guy has given everything in this game, Sedelf. James Una, only 6 points, but 11 rebounds for this young man, including 3 assists as well. So doing just a little bit of everything across the board. Ito si James Una. He also has 1 blocked shot and only 1 turnover sa laro na to.
Now Una will be tested at the free throw line. Only 51% this season. He missed his only free throw of the game. Una gets the first one to drop. Another one of those recruits from San Sebastian. Played for Negros last season. split para kay James Una. Zamboanga with a 1-point lead. Bola na Nueva Ecija. A little over 2 minutes to play in this matchup between the top teams in the north and the south. JV Marcelino. Short on the three. Kawilan with a rebound. And Roy Sumang.
But who tapped that to him? James Una tapped it to him.
Sumang against JC Marcelino. Sumang leads it and scores! 3-point lead, Zamboanga.
17 points in the game.
He has fire in his eyes, Javi. Roy Sumang.
He's definitely playing with a different kind of resolve right now.
Oh, Una with a block on Celis. Gabat to Sumang. They got to get it across, Zamboanga. Sumang finds Mosqueda. What a pass! Chino scores! Plus the foul!
Oh my goodness!
And this Coliseum is shell-shocked.
Unbelievable poise being exhibited down the stretch here in this nail-biter of a game by Roy Sumang. That was the pass to Mosqueda, but this was the breakdown and the shot over JC Marcelino. Roy Sumang responding to the call here for Zamboanga.
If there are questions about Zamboanga and their title potential this season, they are answering it in resounding fashion in Palayan City. A crowd leaving their seats. This is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. 5-point game, over a minute remaining. Villarias, Gabat fronting Celis. Una is there to help. Celis is fouled. Mosqueda and Macaloni are locked up. And Robbie will go to the line for 2 free throws.
James Una is fourth.
Yeah, this is far from over. If Celis makes both of these free throws, this will be just a one-possession game. It's still a lot of time to burn.
Tennis.
Robbie gets the roll on the first. But oh boy, Roy Sumang. If he wants to, he just takes over.
Like a man possessed.
Grabe. Ibang klase. And just a joy to watch. 2 for 2 for Robbie. 3-point game, 59.6 seconds remaining. A lift. And one guy, ito si Reg Gabat, who's really showed a lot of improvement. 14 to shoot para sa Zamboanga. Bola na kay Roy Sumang. They're up by 3. Moko na nakabantay. Both teams already over the limit. Sumang, jumper, short. Mokon with a rebound. Nueva Ecija down by 3. Who do they go to? They go to their captain, Robbie Celis. Backing down, Una. Nice fake, Robbie. Blocked. Robles inside. Shot clock down to 10. Marcelino to Robles, who's blocked again. Ball is loose. Kawilan has it. A foul. Sumang is in pain.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was some foul. Ball possession stays with Zamboanga Sikat.
So, challenge successful, no foul, and the ball will stay.
Yeah, it will stay with Zamboanga dahil nanalify lang naman yung foul eh. Wala namang change of possession.
Oo.
So Zamboanga will still keep possession here.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, coach. That is the rule.
And that's unfortunate though,
Yeah.
because naagaw na nila yung bola eh. Now Robles has to come back for Macaloni. 83 to 80. Roy Sumang is on the bench. Who do they go to in this crucial possession? 5-second differential, game clock and shot clock. Mosqueda gets free. Pinapahirapan ni Toto Villarreal. Chino trying to regain control. Oh, he runs into the scorer's table, but a lot of contact there.
Yes, there was a lot of grabbing there. Galing kay Villarreal, but our referees...
And our table personnel there
Nabulaga sila doon.
getting hurt.
But what
Oh,
about...
yeah, look at the protection on the laptop from Sir Jao Mangonon, and hindi nakalusot si Ricky. Tinamaan.
Nadali rin yung ibang equipment doon. Just like a stunt in an action movie. Huh?
Oo. Tibay din ni Chino Mosqueda.
Oo. And he's up and about now. Mete. So Nueva Ecija still with 2 timeouts here, and Zamboanga with only 1 remaining.
But they're checking the clock and they're trying to move this to 23
Official time remaining in the fourth quarter is 23.4 seconds.
83-80. We'll see what they can come up with here. Orasan natin eh. Okay. Now, we resume the basketball. 15 of 37 ang Zamboanga, 10 of 32 from 3-point zone. Villarreal for the tie. No! Celis with a rebound, strip. Altamirano stepped on the line. Wide open para kay Toto Villarreal.
Well, they dodged the bullet there, Sedelf.
But he missed.
Check what happened here. Wilson comes off the curl, the first screen, and then Celis goes down to dive. Nobody marks Villarreal. There was a miscommunication defensively on that shuffle. Good thing Altamirano was there to strip the basketball cleanly of Robbie Celis.
That's smart. Very clever. Galing kay save 5 para sa Nueva Ecija. Macaloni, Villarreal, Celis, and Wilson. JV Marcelino to inbound. They go to the corner. Toto, another 3. No. Una secures the rebound, and they foul James Una with 15.4 seconds left. Those were 2 good looks para kay Toto Villarreal, and he missed both.
2 good looks, 2 open looks. Galing kay Byron Villarreal. Villarreal in this game is now 4 out of 14 from the outside, Sedelf. Hasn't attempted any other shot except a 3-pointer sa laro na to.
Una trying to ice the game at the line. He misses. Nueva Ecija still has a timeout. .4 seconds remaining. Both teams in penalty. Una, no good on the second. Wilson with the rebound. JV Marcelino attacks the defense. Blocked by Una! Oh my! Incredible defense from James Una. Take a look at this one, Javi. Just took on the challenge. JV Marcelino. And James Una says, no way.
Wow. How many blocks?
Big time plays para sa Nueva Ecija. Celis with the pass. And Macaloni with a good strong drive off the glass and in. Una will foul out.
Oh my goodness. What a time to come. Una Luna will have to come out. Salim will come in. They double Celis down on the baseline, which leaves Macaloni available near, just below the elbow on the right side.
4 of 7 at the line, Will Macaloni.
Bonus free throw for Will Macaloni.
14 points. He misses. Macaloni gets the rebound. Macaloni blocked. Celis in! Nueva Ecija takes the lead! 2.3 seconds remaining! The captain delivers once again! A crazy sequence there! Rice Vanguards! Crowd going crazy! The 12th lead change of the game, Javi.
Macaloni misses another free throw here. That's his 4th miss tonight. He gets his own miss. Tries to force it up against 2-3 defenders. Celis is there just in front of the basket, following up that miss of Will Macaloni and getting them the go-ahead basket. Oh my goodness! Robbie Celis once again.
.3 seconds remaining. Meron pa kayang ibibigay dito ang Zamboanga? Mosqueda, Cawilan, Altamirano, Salim, and Gabat. Ang 5 para kay Coach Bong Ramos. Altamirano to inbound. They free up Cawilan. A steal by Robles. And that will do it. Nueva Ecija prevails by the skin of their teeth against a gritty Zamboanga team. And there is still some controversy here. The Zamboanga coaches dun sa scorer's table. Another challenge hurdled by the former champions, Nueva Ecija. This time, they left it very, very, very late on Independence Day.
Oh my goodness. I am just at a loss for words right now.
Ibang klase ang tapos ng larong to.
That has got to come down as one of the craziest finishes all time in the history of the league.
And was there a timeout given?
Seconds of this game was really something that they wish they could have had.
Our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. And we give the honor to Will Macaloni. Well, alam mo yung heart of a champion. Yun yung pinakita ni Will Macaloni here in this ball game.
Never underestimate the heart of a champion. Yan ang dinisplay dito sa laro.
Also had 4 turnovers, but he made the biggest shot of the game. Finished with a double-double, and including the game winner with 2.3 seconds.
Oh, what are they?
Well, first of all, we have to tip our hats off to Zamboanga. They played really well. They gave us a good challenge this game. You know, good thing we were able to execute, but it shows we still have a lot of weaknesses.
Coach, you talked about Zamboanga and the great challenge that they gave you tonight. I've asked Robbie and the other coaches this. For you, Coach, is this the kind of chemistry that you think could already be fit for the next rounds of competition?
Yeah, you know, from the bench to all the, the starting 5, this game, like you said, we got challenged, but we all stuck together. And every guy that came from the bench gave what we needed, and that's the chemistry we're going to need going to the playoffs.
Coach, all the fans, look at them here tonight. They're all here for you guys. What do you want to tell them?
To all the Nueva ECIJA fans, thank you for all your support. Without you guys, we won't be playing this, so this game is for you guys. Thank you.